Damn, man, this movie year is one for the ages. I don't know what the hell they're smoking over there. I mean, besides each other. But movies like Jurassic Park, a blockbuster with smart, dynamic characters that knows how to balance well-crafted action, spectacle, and a thematically rich story, they're dead and gone. We're stuck with the leftovers, the franchises that were great back in the day, and now they're still making enough money to be milked dry. And say what you want, but Jurassic World Dominion, it made over $1 billion, so here we are. The beginning of a new era for this franchise. And, well, it's not really a rebirth, it's just a creatively bankrupt afterbirth Hollywood continues to push out of its gangrenous fuckhole for the masses to marvel at. Oh, and you gotta pay for it too. Yeah, next they'll piss on your leg and tell you it's raining. With the way the last few years have gone, they should be paying us to watch this shallow, insipid schlock they attempt to pass off as entertainment. Now, there will be spoilers, but honestly, really doesn't matter. You already know what happens in this movie. Everything you think will happen does happen. We begin 17 years later with another secret laboratory on another secret island. Trust me, it was there the whole time.
The whole time!
This franchise keeps pulling islands out of its ass, but this is where they keep the mutants, the freaks, the worst of the worst. But what's even worse than mutated dinosaurs? The true killer behind all this chaos. Product placement. A sneaker raptor gets sucked up the vent, causing a malfunction, and releases the mutant.
What?
They stopped giving a shit a long time ago. In the present day, we're back to dinosaurs being contained. Most of them have been dying off. Those that remained are located at the equator in a quarantine zone shut off to the public. And now a CEO of a pharmaceutical company is on the verge of a breakthrough medication, but he needs tissue samples from 3 of the biggest dinosaurs. That's the excuse this time, to get people where the dinosaurs are for some mayhem. Now, the ensemble cast is quite expansive, but the core characters are Scarlett Johansson as vague soldier lady, Jonathan Bailey as Dr. Sus. God, I hate this dude. Mahershala Ali is Boatman. Plus a bunch of red shirts, you know. The CEO tags along as well. And not long after the mission starts, they get a distress call and pick up a shipwrecked family along the way. And we all know where this is going. The boats attack. These idiots crash their own boat onto the island, even though these dinosaurs can walk on land. Whatever. The family ends up jumping overboard first. So we got 2 groups, the family and the team. And everybody just happens to have the same idea, to rendezvous at the lab from the beginning. Zora, which is Scarlett Johansson being junior cadet super soldier ranger, she decides to continue the mission and collect the last 2 samples along the way. Yeah, this movie's The Lost World all over again, even with the 2 different groups. And you got a little bit of a dash of 3 in there with a few scenes and a few sequences. But The Lost World had Spielberg's tight direction, the practical effects, tense action, and that Jeff Goldblum charisma. This thing has none of that. And the problem is, even if the story's thin, the action might be a little dull, you can get away with a lot of shortcomings as long as the characters are likable. And Afterbirth doesn't have that luxury. It has none of those. These characters range from annoyingly idiotic to painstakingly boring. Most of the actors are sleepwalking to their paycheck. Then there's whatever the hell Scarlett Johansson's doing. I mean, she's quite bad in this movie. Her goofy ass delivery. I mean, this thing has me questioning everything I've ever saw her in. Maybe the cleavage just distracted us the whole time. The characters suck. The story's derivative. We already knew that before we sat down, though. Most people just want to see the dinosaurs destroying shit, and unfortunately, we can't even get that. I mean, every big set piece is ripped from a better movie, including from this same franchise. We get a Jaws ripoff on the boat, a river raft chase, which pays homage to the first book, but Jurassic Park 3 already did this to far better result. I mean, it didn't have some idiot inflating an emergency raft feet away from a sleeping T-Rex, but the movie doesn't have the balls to do anything too upsetting. I thought these dinosaurs were the worst of the worst, and barely anyone dies. Everyone out of this huge ensemble lives, and God, I can't stand that doctor. During that pterodactyl attack, I was damn near performing an Aztec ritual in the theater, praying for the death of that asshole. Oh God, and then once everyone converges at the base, we get a half-assed recreation of the kitchen scene in a store. And, well, what about this mutant? They built this thing up the entire movie, the D-Rex. He looks like a mix of the Rancor from Return of the Jedi and a T-Rex that had been dropped on his head. And besides destroying destroying the rescue helicopter, he is basically there to eat the billionaire after shockingly it's revealed he was evil. I mean, who knew? Even the boatman's heroic sacrifice turns out to be a swerve by the end. How'd the dude escape? Who cares? The movie sure doesn't. There was this side plot with Dr. Suss wanting to open source the tissue samples so everybody can have it. He leaves it up to Scarlett Johansson's Zora, and the movie ends with her saying, just give it to everyone, with all the enthusiasm of a hostage video. God, I was praying for a dinosaur to flip that boat by the end, just eat all of them. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the movie. The fresh ideas ran out years ago. This was a studio job for a quick buck. Even when the classic John Williams theme played, it just felt wrong. Like, you do not deserve to play that. And the thing is, it'll probably make plenty of money, so I see another team going to another island in our near future. I've said my piece. Thanks for watching.